U.S. Farm Report weather is brought to you by H&S Manufacturing. H&S high-capacity rakes feature independent rake beams that have the flexibility to flex 3 feet up or 3 feet down. Available in 12, 14, and 16 wheel sizes, there are no restrictions even when raking the heaviest of crops. Find out more at the H&S website.
Well, heat making headlines this week. Meteorologist Matt Engelbrecht joining us now with weather. Matt, drought continues to grow as some of the forecasted rains for the Midwest never materialize. And this is a story that keeps happening each week. So what is it about this year's models that's been making it so tough to forecast rains?
Tom, that's a great question. There's kind of two answers to that. One being the bigger the feature, when we're talking about rain and atmospheric systems, the bigger the system is, the easier it is to see where it is going to go. So that's kind of a long way of saying that a lot of the rains that we have had, which hasn't been much across the United States, has been very localized and specific, very hard to forecast, especially 4, 5, 6 days in advance. And that's just kind of the way the jet stream has been setting up the spring and the official start of summer, in that we haven't had any large-scale systems bring a lot of rain to the United States. It's rather been pop-up showers here and there, or very what are called localized or micro systems that are bringing some of the rain, and that's what makes it pretty difficult to forecast. The second part of this is that we are headed into an El Nino, meaning that global pattern is starting to shift, and that is, again, making it a little bit harder to lock on to overall patterns within the jet stream. But all that being said, it hasn't changed all that much. We've been seeing rain over the same area and a lack of rainfall over the same area. So it's one of those situations where things just aren't moving. They've been blocked up quite a bit the last month and a half regarding the jet stream. I'll start off after we got done with that 3-minute explanation. I know I was hoping for a simple answer. It's tough time. The precipitation outlook showing into June 27th and July 1st. Now what we're seeing here is a little bit better pattern, more favorable pattern for widespread showers. And not only through parts of Tennessee, North Carolina, and the southeast, but also back up into the Dakotas and back down here to the south. So things are starting to move a little bit better regarding that jet stream. Between July 5th, you start to see the same green over the same location as confidence is growing for a wetter than normal pattern over Tennessee, Virginia, and back up into the north and east, but also where we need it, back into the Midwest, where we could see some much needed rainfall. Again, that's looking at the rainfall. The jet stream, this is going through your weekend and into next week. The pattern's shifting back to a ridge of high pressure building over Texas and back out here to the west. Again, this is what we've been seeing all spring and early summer, making localized rainfall the dominant rainfall feature for certain areas, so which is difficult to forecast 3, 4, 5 days in advance. The jet stream is going to be sagging with a trough down to the east coast. With that ridge building back over the United States, expect a lot of heat down here to the south. Some rain chances trying to cut through into Nebraska, Minnesota, and Wisconsin by Friday.
Thanks, Matt. Well, just how much has the dry weather potentially taken off of USDA's yield estimate? That's what we're asking ProFarmers Brian Grady and AgMarket.net's Matt Bennett next.